Hello everyone, welcome back to TrevDog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game Farming Simulator 25. And there's a woodpecker in the background somewhere. Well, I've got a bit of a dilemma about what to spend money on. I've been kind of having a chat here with Grandpa Walter. I think I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is the same month as our last episode, but we're, quite a lot further on in the day. I've been doing a lot of contracts trying to get some money up, but I've got a problem over here. So at the moment I'm in the middle of a contract and it's basically cutting down some trees just over the other side of the third canola crop farm just there. So I think I've got I've cut down two, I think, of the trees. Might have been 9 trees, 7 trees, something like that. And the sort of remnants of the tree that I cut down is actually sitting in here. So as you can see, the building storage is just under 14,000 litres. We're almost halfway through making our pallet of wood beams. But the problem is if I complete the deadwood contract, all the timber, all the logs here that sit in this wagon, I'm pretty certain they all disappear. So I really want to build a second sawmill and kind of put it over in this corner, so they're kind of diagonally opposite each other, hoping that this tree disappears, because if I get out my chainsaw, there's nothing there to cut. I can't. There's nothing comes up to allow me to cut. So anyhow, so yeah, that's one thing I want to get done, and it's going to cost another 36,000, which kind of is going to only leave me with just under 36,000 from 71,526 in the top right corner. This is that woodpecker again. So yeah, this area here is where I'm thinking seriously about putting some greenhouses. So the sawmill and the greenhouses and the crops that we harvest, they'll pretty much be our three main sources of, I guess, kind of like passive income. I mean, apart from the contracts that we do. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, because I kind of don't want to cut down every tree. So have to have a bit of a think about it. But I did cut down a couple of little tiny trees. I'm just not sure whether... I was looking at this one here. I might have to cut this. It looks like a nice tree actually, but I'm not sure. I might have to cut some of them down, because what I'd love to do is to have this road here have 4 greenhouses on the left side and 4 on the right side. I think there might just be enough room up to this kind of cow fence. And trees like this guy, I don't want to cut them down. I'm trying really hard not to. So maybe I can leave some of the bigger trees, cut the rest down, and then kind of leave a tree in between some of the greenhouses as best I can. So that's kind of the plan. But for the time being, yeah, I might have to jump on the tractor and just move it out of the way here. I also investigated what it would cost. See, it's kind of goes over a few bumps there that I want to get rid of. So we'll just drop it down here, so she's kind of out of the way. I had a look, and this Challenger tractor that came with the farm, I think it's 118 kilowatts, which is the same as 160 horsepower. I can upgrade that. I think it's for $24,000. I can up it from 118 kilowatts all the way up to 169. So that's kind of something I've been thinking about, because whenever I'm ploughing, this is the machine to go to, because it's got a fair bit more power than the little John Deere over there, but it still needs a bit more grunt, I think. Anyhow, we might have to run over to the shop, get into the construction mode, and just see if I can put another sawmill in this corner and see if the edge of it will take this tree out. It's going to be like that, but sort of 180 degrees turned, if that makes sense. Because if I can line the other sort of offloading area like this one here just next to it just here, then it might take off this tree, and then I've got a little runway through the middle in which to bring a wagon full of logs and just leave it there. That's kind of the idea. So hang on, let's just go over to the shop, which is over here, and then get into the menu here. Is there anything new? Nope, they're the two that were there before, so fair enough. So down to the menu, onto construction. So where was it again? It was in factories. Was it? I think it actually was in a factory, wasn't it? Was down. Oh yeah, 36,000. Which was the dairy, cement, bakery, spinnery, carpentry. Oh, there it is. Sawmill. So we'll go back to our farm, which is just here. So if we zoom in a little bit. Now, where was the rotation? I think you have to put it down, and then it rotates, I think. So we kind of want it there almost. If I put that down, I think you can put it down. Oh no, can I take it back? Can I undo that? That would be good. Damn it! I kind of didn't realize that you could, actually what I might do is reload that, I think, because I don't want that to sit in that. That's not the best position for it there, Trev. Hang on. Let me go have a look. I'm pretty certain it's not. Go visit the cows. Where is it? I mean, I could get away. Oh no, I did take out the tree. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, okay. So hang on a second. Hang on. So this is where I'm meant to pick up the pallets of goods, right? And there's nothing in the way here, right? Same here. It's kind of on the edge of where I travel around. Very tempted to leave it like that then. So the only reason I was thinking of doing it the other way was that you could have a really long wagon and leave some of the timber on that end and some of the timber on this end. I don't think you can put a sawmill here because you've got to get access to these the pallets. I know the farm's pretty big, but it's not that big, so I'm trying to maximise what I can do with everything, but no, maybe that's not a bad thing then. Plenty of room to still manoeuvre around, dropping off stuff and picking up stuff from the silo. The problem is, whatever vehicles I've got now, I could end up with semi-trailers, so I kind of need to be really aware of how much space I've given everything. Oh, I'm so glad now that that thing disappeared. The tree's gone. Not sure if there's still a stump in here somewhere. Alright, no, that's not so bad. Not as bad as I thought. Alright, let's see if we can take our remaining logs, because the deadwood contract's still alive at the moment. So the question is, will this completely fill 14,000? I think it will. I don't think there's 14,000 in the wagons. Let's see. They should start to disappear. There you go. Okay. Let's just hop out for a sec. So now, this one's got... Oh my goodness, it's only got 2,685. Jeez. So that was 2 trees. Oh, just let you know too, I did do a deadwood contract with the big trailer and the forks on the front of the John Deere over there, and it was a nightmare. Obviously not used to using the forks, but there was cars in the way, and then trees, the branches were hitting other trees, and it wasn't probably the best place to be picking them up from anyway. But anyhow, let's configure this guy. We stand close enough. So I don't know. We've got beams. This bottom one, that's what we've got going on the other sawmill. Maybe we should do this one. So 41 wood makes 27 planks that are long, but makes 41 of them. Maybe we should do that. That's what I'm thinking. And then we can store 10,000 litres, I think. So let's activate that. Oh, that's the other thing too. I've got to show you. If I go to finances at the moment, have a look at this. The property income, I haven't finished the month yet, and it's already at 1,400. So I think those 3 solar panels look like they've added more than well, it probably will have by the end of the day, but more than $1,000 for the month. So that's pretty good news. I mean, I did spend, what was it, 23,000? Oh, it was 23,000 under here, 23,400 or something, or 20. Yeah, something like that. I think each solar panel was like $7,800. So we've got passive income coming from those guys. Didn't I put them over here somewhere? I think they were behind the little shed. Yeah, there they are. So these 3 solar panels, they don't look like much, do they? Someone driving by. Yeah, they're bringing in a reasonable amount of income, I think. Okay. Alright, so now we're down to 35,526. What I kind of need to do, I might pause the video and go and do this and come back, but I might show you me doing a little bit of it anyway. It's a bit boring, but we'll just head off back to where the Deadwood contract is. It's really mega close, just on the other side of the farm here. That looks pretty cool, having 2 sawmills sitting there. So probably the sawmills and the greenhouses are going to make us quite a bit of money, I think. But it's a time thing. And I haven't sped up any months or anything like that. I've been kind of doing as many contracts and stuff during the day to get as much done, but trying to show you guys the some of the work. So hang on, it's just all in here. Can I see it? I want to park where I'm kind of close to a dead tree, but there was 2 dead trees just in front of me just here, and they got knocked over. I don't think there's any on that side of the property at the moment. I think I can see one down here. I can see 2 down here. Just don't roll your tractor, Trev. So I have been, on purpose, doing this a little bit differently. But I'll show you. Oh, they're all here. Well, there's 4 of them here. There must be a 5th one somewhere, I think. Anyhow, we'll cut it down. So, down. Hang on, is this marked tree? Yeah. Oh, it didn't like that very much. Which way are we going to run it? What, didn't it like it being dropped that direction? I don't know. Oh, maybe too low. Wow, okay. Hang on. Oh, it doesn't like... Oh, it is very low, apparently. Oh, okay. Just don't hit the front of the tractor or the back of the wagon. Oh, that was a bit close. Alright, get some of these... we'll delimit. I have found just kneeling down seems to be does a better job of delimbing it before you decide to buck the tree. Now, I could also leave these on, I suppose, but little bit easier to put into the wagon. Alright, see if we can turn this the other way. So this is kind of what I've been doing. You leave them as much bigger logs. It's much heavier down this end. If you're going to pick them up with the grapple. But just the way in which you pick them up with the tractor and then bumping into trees and all that kind of stuff, I found it was... and, you know, I kind of want to use the flatbed trailer for delivering goodies and stuff like that, so... They can be a little bit longer if I go further up the tree where it's a bit thinner. Okay, how much more is left here? Probably up here. Okay. I think you can take out the stump too, but it's just a deadwood contract. I think once the deadwood contract's finished, I think the stump actually disappears. So, because I've got super strength apparently, what's that say? 146 kilos. I don't think I'd be lifting that up in real life with one hand. Or both hands for that matter, I wouldn't think. Let's see, so this is how I've been doing it. And then just kind of, now and again I just jump on here and just have a look at how they're sitting in the trailer, jump in and move them around if I have to, I suppose. Where's the next one? There? I don't know, they're kind of roughly a metre long, I suppose. You do fit a fair bit in there, but you know, I can cut down 2 of the deadwood trees and then squeeze them in and just take them back and put them in the sawmill. So what I might do, guys, I'll speed up the video and I'll come back once I've arrived back at the sawmill with a load of wood, I guess. See you soon. Alright guys, I'm on my way back with... It's not that neatly packed in, but anyway, there's 2 and a bit trees in there at the moment, so we'll hit up the new sawmill. See if we can pole that in. Let's see, should be alright. So what did we get before? Like 2,600 or something we were at? What's that say now? 6,700. Not bad. I suppose I picked up about 4,000 litres. So if I can actually do that again, then we should have the second sawmill pretty full. I think that'll be the way to go. So I'll pause the video, speed it up again, and I should be back here with another load. See you soon. Alright guys, that's it. That's as much as I'm game to take. I've got a feeling the deadwood contract says 85% if you look up in the top right hand corner there. I think there's just one more tree to take down. I think I could take the tree down and then bring it back here. The contract would finish, but I won't have accepted it, so it's possible I could still do more, but just to play it on the safe side, as soon as I get this into the sawmill, I don't think anything can remove it. So let's see, dump all that in there, that's pretty cool. So this guy, the original sawmill, 13,959, that's really high, that's awesome. Did we get to 10,000 though? No, we just got over 9. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, don't forget, I'm going to leave this overnight pretty soon, and we'll just have to see how it goes, but I'd like to have quite a few thousand litres in each sawmill so that it can just keep working away. I don't believe this one is at 479 litres now for the wood beam. What was this one? This was wood planks, 19 litres, so it'll be interesting to see. We'll have to leave it overnight, see how things go. What the deal will be, I think, is, and I didn't really talk about this, but we need to spend 36,000 when we build a sawmill, but the decent sized greenhouse is also 36,000. But to produce anything, you've got to obviously have seeds. I think we're heading towards lettuce, by the way, at least in the first greenhouse. But it also needs water, and I need a water tank. So I can buy a really cheap water tank, but the ideal one is about 17,000, so that means I kind of need to jump my money from 35,500 to maybe 53 and a bit. So I'm still short of what I think I really need to get that up and running, but we might be able to race through a few contracts tomorrow morning, so I don't really think at the moment that there's any contracts that I'm really interested in. Oh, actually, another fertilizer one's popped up. That might not be too bad. Not too keen on the harvesting ones at the moment. Okay, we could do that. 22, that's just above us. Like above us to the left a bit on the map. How big is that? 2.29. I think I might have to go and buy another. Yeah, I might have to go and buy some more fertilizer. I think I might only just barely have 1,000 litres in here. Yeah, 11, 18. Okay, let me run off. I'm going to pause again, run off, do the contract, come back. Because I'm going to spend almost half the contract on getting the fertilizer though. That's the pain. Anyway, let me do that and I'll come back. I'll see you soon. Alright guys, I'm kind of the last little bit of this fertilizing contract. This is a really unfortunate looking sized piece of land to fertilize. It's got this weird little corner section here. So I kind of went left to right previously. There you go. So left to right, left to right, left to right, all the way down, which is kind of okay I suppose, but still kind of a bit awkward. Anyway, some fields are straight out square or rectangular, and other ones, well, they kind of look a bit like this. Come on cars, out of the way. I'm busy, 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 things to do, contracts to finish. Okay, so, I did pick up one bag of fertilizer, so that's like 1,900 bucks or so. But this contract, I think it's worth about 4,000, so we should be around 37 and a half, maybe something like that. Should we stop for the stop sign, or should we just zoom out and double check no one's on the road? No, straight through. Oh dear. I think the traffic in Farming Simulator 25 is a bit love and hate relationship wise, I think, because love seeing the cars, makes it look like everything's alive and well or whatnot, but normally they'll all appear when you're doing the most difficult thing and you're trying to get maneuver somehow, and then everyone's there with you. Kind of funny, but tad frustrating sometimes. And then sometimes they're in the wrong because they actually turn in front of you, cut you off or whatever, and then you go, oh, that was crazy, you shouldn't have done that. And then guess what? They bark the horn at you. And I'm like, what the? You were overtaking me. Just hear a dog barking there somewhere. So yeah, it is a bit funny. I don't mind being inside some of the tractors though. It's kind of fun looking at all the gizmos and dials and whatnot. I've done a few contracts and oh man, there's some really nice looking tractors around. Okay, home sweet home. Yeah, it looks pretty cool seeing those little sawmills just there. Alright, we'll park the John Deere here and have a look at where we're situated money-wise. So, the contract, 4119, okay, click that. That puts us at 37,725, which isn't too bad. Just before I go to sleep, just double check the finances for a sec. So 1404. So it looks like, yeah, we're going to earn about $1,000 more for the month with the 3 solar panels in. Not bad. I mean, it's going to take a while to recoup the money we spent on it, but it's probably only going to be about not even 2 years, I think. Hey Grandpa, how you going there? Oh, he does move. Well, there you go. Alright guys, we're going to sleep. It's only, what is that? That's almost 6 o'clock. It's pretty early actually, but we'll speed things up. We're going to wake up at 6:30. Nighty night nights everyone. See you in the morning. Rise and shine. So there you go, about 550 bucks for production costs and property maintenance. Morning Gramps, how you going? All that quiet advice that he gives me. Gee, it is kind of nice getting up at this time of the morning. Look at this. The lighting effects is pretty good in this game, must say. Adds to the theme the game. Warm and cozy kind of feeling. I think I said this last episode. The previous off-camera recording time was just completely rain, rain, rain all the time. Anyway, it kind of it's fun. It adds to the realism of the game, I guess. But it's not much fun driving the tractor in the mud and slop and whatnot. All right, let's have a look at finances again. What did happen? Okay, so 1404 was what I think we've ended up with. That's not too bad. We're almost making $1,000 per day, or day slash month, more than what we're actually having to fork out. So not bad. Obviously, contract income was massive, 50,000 more than the previous month, basically, or pretty close to. Yeah, 73,000, eh? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's go over. So it's 6:30 in the morning. The sun's barely coming up. Well, this is farm life, guys. What do you think? Well, there you go. Gee, it hasn't gone through that much wood. 13,427, 712 beams, right? What about this guy? Okay, 8,500, 550 litres of planks. Gee, it goes through the planks quick. Won't take long before it's got 1,000 litres of planks up. Alright, well that's pretty good. Heading through that fairly quickly. Well, hang on. I've taken all the timber and put it in here. Okay. The deadwood contract's still alive. Get $1,000 out of it. Still got 28 hours on it. I wonder if I could. I'm going to have a look at the other contracts as well, but I might just pause the game, run over and see if I can cut down that tree and bring it back here and put it in to the sawmill before I tell it that I've completed. I wonder if that works. We'll soon find out. What else we got? We've got cultivating. We've got a bunch of harvesting, mowing. What sort of mowing is it? That's interesting. That might be okay. Oh, gee, there's some big ploughing contracts. Wow. That's 2.2 hectares. That's 1.8. That might be alright as an off-camera thing. That's a lot of work, just ploughing away. Hang on, so that's field 60. Oh, they're on each side of the river. One's on the kind of left side, that's on the right side. Okay. Rock removal, spraying, stone picking, wood transport. Okay, not too bad. Cultivating's a little bit like ploughing, I suppose. I guess I could do that with my own equipment, but that's where I kind of love to get the Challenger tractor and upgrade the engine on it, make it a bit more, give it a bit more oomph. Yeah, I think that would work pretty well. Alright, let me just quickly save the game, and I'll pause it, because I'm going to run off and see if I can grab a few more logs and bring them back. This guy here definitely doesn't need it at the moment. It's almost 14,000 is the limit, so 13.5. But this guy here, yeah, 8.5. It'd be good to bring it back up over 10,000, I suppose. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I'll speed up the video, guys, and I'll be back here with a wagon, hopefully, wagon with some logs in it. All right, see you soon. All right, guys, that's the last tree. So hopefully we just dump it in, nothing goes wrong here. I was going to show you too, this has got pretty good lights for night work, which I don't use all the time, but you can put the front lights on, but look at this. All the lights are on the tractor. Pretty neat, eh? Can certainly see a bit better when it's night time. At the moment it is what? Almost 6:45 in the morning. So let's see if we can drop this off and make sure this thing's as full as we can get. Got a feeling we're not going to get to 10,000, but close enough maybe. Let's go forward a little bit more. Alright, how far did we get? Oh no, we did get over 10,000. 10,193. There you go. Alright. Well, that's pretty good. Both sawmills are operational, I guess, and they're kind of almost full. This one here is pretty much full. 13,419. Wow. Alrighty, so I guess the next thing is I have to do a couple more contracts. I've got to get another 17,000 in the bank, I guess, before I can do anything else. So let me run off, try doing a few contracts. These are going to take a little while though. I could do the cultivating one, I could do the ploughing ones, probably tackle the ploughing ones first. See how it uses the same equipment? I should be able to, there's $600 to rent the equipment. So I should be able to make almost 13,000 less the, like, sorry, 13,451 or something. Take off 600 bucks, that's how much we should be able to make, but it's going to take me quite a while to do it, so I will get stuck into the ploughing jobs. Maybe when I get to the end of the second job I will bring you guys back and we'll see how we are. We will be awfully close to getting the money that we need. We'll probably have to do one or two other small contracts and then hopefully we can put in our first greenhouse. I'm not even sure if I can fit it in properly, but like I was saying before, we might have to cut down a couple of trees on this side here to fit it in, or maybe we can line it up right on this edge here. I mean, that would be good if we could. See how we go. Anyway guys, I will speed up the video and I'll come back and see you soon. Alright guys, that's the first field done. It's kind of funny how you don't get to really finish it and whatnot, but anyway, so yeah, round and round and round in circles for quite a while to get that one done. So I'll continue down to the next field, which is actually not that far from our base, and see if we can get that one done. I'm trying very hard to use the tractor and the plough from this contract in the next contract. So if it works, I will see you soon at the end of the next ploughing job. Okay, see you soon. Alright guys, this is about it. We're almost finished the second paddock. We're actually just across the road from our own farm. There you go. Yeah, I never get to finish the whole thing properly, but anyway. Did the loop-de-loop right around the outside. Alright, let's fold it up, pick it up, do all that jazz, ready to hand it back in. That's not a bad plough. This JCB's actually got some grunt as well. It was really pulling that plough pretty well, and that's a big plough. Alright, let's have a look. I think it's time to end all three contracts. So these farming ones, 5-4, collect that one. This farming one, 7-4, collect that one. And then just hold on a tick. I'm going to zoom across to here, visit the cows again. Just before I accept it, I'm just going to double check everything. So we're up to 50,132, so we needed 53, we're close. That's got over 10,000 in it, 10,136. This guy over here, 13,361. And this was completely empty. Okay, alright. I'm going to accept this contract. Now, I'm pretty certain if it's actually the timber's in the sawmills, they stay in the sawmills, they don't do anything else. So let's go back to this other completed deadwood contract, 1,050 bucks. Back to the contracts. Okay, so we've got 51,182, 13,361, and 10,135. Okay. So that does work, that definitely does work, but you don't want to say that you've completed the deadwood contract until you've got the timber actually loaded up inside of here, I think. That's the deal. Anyway. Alrighty, so yeah, so let's have a quick look. I'll do a quick save. Save the game again. Go back to our contracts. That's a very big cultivating contract. Goodness me, that would certainly do it, wouldn't it? Actually, that one would do it. Just a quick fertilizing one. 5170. Hang on a second. Did I have much fertilizer left? I reckon that might be 1,000, maybe. I've got 1430. I reckon I can go and do that one and come back. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll do that, come back, and then I think we'll have enough money to go ahead and do what we need to do for the the greenhouses. Man, sounds good to me. Alright guys, I'll be back very soon. Alright guys, so that one's finished, except that corner bit. I didn't get to finish that because I just finished the contract, as usual. But anyhow, so let me see. How about we just accept that? Because that was what, 5170. Collect that. I mean, apart from the fact that we've only got 775 litres of solid fertiliser left, but we actually don't need to do the ones at home. Our current crops have been fertilised twice, 3 paddocks. So I think we've kind of technically got enough to do what we need to do, I think. Anyhow, let's drive home. And then I guess the next thing is go off and buy some gear. So we've got to get basically the greenhouse itself, and then we've got to get a water wagon of sorts. So I guess I might drop my fertiliser at home. There is some more contracts to do as well, so I can easily do those off contract, but the most important thing was obviously getting that money together so that we can go ahead and buy those 2 things. 3 things really. There's a person walking across this. Always a person walking across the road here. Look at these guys. As casual as anything. Wow. Straight through the stop sign, Trev. Could have easily have hit a school bus then, I don't know. Maybe it is safer being out in this mode, eh? Anyhow, but yeah, we've got 3 things. We've got the greenhouse to buy, we've got the water wagon to buy, and we've got the seeds to buy. I can't imagine the seeds being more than 2,000. So that kind of puts the total price at around 55? You know, it'd be 56 tops. I mean, we're going to go down to not having too many dollars behind us, but it's kind of I don't know, it's a bit of a stretch, I guess, but that's what you need to do, I suppose, you know. The whole aim is to try to get the sawmills and the greenhouses producing as soon as possible. And I mean, technically, what did we do? We started this in, we started this in August. Almost forgot to turn the corner. So August, September, October, so we've really only gone kind of like 2 months. So I guess considering, oh well, we're kind of lucky we started off with Grandpa Walter's gear. So it was kind of lucky we didn't have to buy tractors and other equipment. What the heck is this? Smoky, misty, can't see a thing what I'm doing. Be running into a fence soon. Hang on, it's like 8:18 in the morning. Is that like mist from the sun or something? All glary or whatnot. Alright, let's go park this thing so we can drop off the fertilizer spreader. And then I guess, yeah, we're going to have to head off to the shop because, whoops, that's not great, Trev. Damage your own equipment there, dude. Alright. Relatively straight there, Trev, relatively straight. There you go. Drop it down, off to the shop. No one saw you hit that cedar, Trev. You're fine. Let me zoom in here a little bit. So I'm pretty certain that when you go to the shops and you buy seeds, you just buy a packet of seeds and then you get to choose what seed from the seed bag. It's kind of a bit weird. It's not like you need separate bags for each produce type. Well, at least that's the way when it's in the cedar, right? I think you press, is it Y or something? And you get to kind of rotate through the different seeds that are in there. So I think that could be the same for the greenhouse. I think there's a vehicle behind me. I can hear something. There is a white car behind me. Is he following me or not? Of course he is. Should I get over a bit, let him go through? You gonna overtake? He normally does. I'm way over to the side here. There he goes. There he goes. See you later. Alright, down here to the shop. I mean, we could always fix up the tractor and fuel it up, but I often do that off camera anyway. Alright, let's do our little half circle in here so we're lined up. Because they should put the water wagon out here somewhere. You seriously need a clean, dude. It's a pretty dirty tractor. Alrighty. Oh, they're still open. There's still people in there. Alrighty. Wagons that you'd use for water. Where is it? Well, actually, hang on. We'll need seeds, won't we? Seeds? Seeds? No, it's not seeds, Trev. This is everything else but seeds. Where's the seeds? Right down the bottom somewhere? Consumables, maybe I just went past? That could be it. This one here. Sugarcane and rice sapling pellet. No. No. Vegetables? Consumables. Vegetable pellet. No. I thought it was under grassland? Silage additive? So where do you get your oh, seeding. Seeds. There you go. Seeds, seeds, and seeds. Oh, they're all kind of the same. Oh, okay. Maybe I need to have swapped over to my pallet jacky thing. Don't know if the tractor can pick that up. Okay, the forks are going to do all three, but I'm just wondering, that wood grabber that I've got, it's not going to pick up this or this, but it might still pick up that. It'll be off center a bit. They're the same price, the same weight, aren't they? 1,000, 1,000, 1,050. You get more bang for your buck with that, Trev. Not by much, but okay, maybe. Damn it! I have to come back and get some seeds on a pallet. It's not the end of the world. Alright, that seems to be the best one to get, so we'll do that. Just one? Yeah, I'm pretty certain the seeds will go a fair way, so we'll buy that. That's the first purchase. Now, let's go back so we can buy... Where's the little tanker things? Down the bottom here somewhere? Should be a tanker. That thing? Barrels, they call it. Okay, so we could have bought the 5851, but we're going to do this one. Because this says 2,080 litres, that says 6050, and then that's like 8,000. I mean, that's really expensive, but that would be nice. But it does all the other things like, farm produce, milk. Is it goat milk? Cow milk? Whatever. This is the one I want because I've got a feeling, I think the greenhouse uses about 6,000. I could be wrong, but I think it is around 6,000 litres of water, so you can just fill it up and let it, fill it up once and then fill it up a second time and let it sit there, and it will just use the water from here. So we're going to buy that. Can't really change too much about it. Not too worried about it. Okay, so we buy that. Okay. And then we should have, enough in the bank to do the 36,000. So now we actually need to construct the greenhouse. I think the greenhouse are on their own, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So there's these tiny ones here, but this is the one I'm trying to build. This is, I think, the one that's more worthwhile. Yeah, I think that's the right one. So 36,000. Now I have to be really careful when I go to put it down, right, Trev? So remember that you rotate. Hang on, where are we? There, the cow pastures. So this is where I'm trying to put it. See, it has a huge problem with these trees here. I mean, I could put it right up against here as close as I can get, and then cut down the trees next to it. There you go, it fits there. It doesn't fit there, so I think it's the back corner's touching the little shed. Just wondering. It's not the end of the world if they don't line up perfectly, but I don't really want to get rid of that shed. I think that looks pretty cool, but there, I can see the point where you get water is kind of half on the road and half on the grass. So that to me looks pretty good. So I'm going to put that down. Grab half of my stuff. Hey, I wonder if you nah, I don't think that's gonna. Hang on, I'm just gonna try it. It's kind of got pellet bottom half, and the top half. No, I don't think it's gonna work. But I can't even remember what weight that was. But no, I don't think so. Let me zoom in a bit more. Oh no, I think these guys are a little bit too wide. Can I at least try? Hang on. We'll put it down a little bit further to the ground. Whoops, not that close, Trev. Tilt it up a little bit, push forward and see if it... Does it grab it at all? Can I grab it? Hang on. Did that allow me to pick it up? No. I think somehow, Trev, you might be wasting your time. There's only one other thing I can think of doing. Hang on, and that is line it up again. If I pick it right up in the air and then I tilt it right down and then I lift it out, is it is it going to be wide enough to grab it? Maybe the pallet's too... Well, you're not even lined up there, Trev. Come on. Well, actually, I lift it up a little bit more. Yeah, I kind of need to go back that way a little bit. Don't hit the water tank. Put a hole in it before you use it, Trev. That'd be great. See what I mean, though? This, yeah. I mean, I've got a keyboard and mouse here. I'm not doing it with the steering wheel or anything. It's probably easier. No, I think it's too wide. Yeah, that is the best way to try to grab it, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna work, Trev. Go back a little bit. Oh, she's kind of almost there. I mean, apart from the fact that that does sound kind of interesting, that engine sound. Back a little bit more. Come on, Trev, how long can you take to do this? There you go. Is it going to grab it, though? Can I lift it up? I think she's a tad heavy, Trev. Will it actually pick it up? Should I risk doing this? I'm going to tip it upside down, aren't I? That's probably what's going to happen. If I drive around like that, that's going to come off, isn't it? Oh, jeez. Dodgy Brothers Incorporated, Trev. I don't know. I think she's almost come off already. It'll be a miracle to get it home like that. Has it already come off? I think it has. Nah, she's fine. Just drive like that. Oh, look at that. She's brilliant. If I get home like this, it'll be a miracle. Just don't drop it in the river. Anyway, guys, I don't know whether I should be speeding this up or showing you how hilarious it is me driving like this with my seeds. There you go, she's come off. Okay. Just remember that they're ours and I'll come back. Alright. I'll speed things up, guys, and I'll come back. Okay guys, apparently, I'm not sure what's going on with that reed there, but I just filled up with water, so this is just down at the riverbank, just down from my farm, so you can just back it into to the edge of the water here. It's kind of not really in the water, but I'm not sure what's, yeah, that reed is doing some weird animation, but it's full, 6,050 litres. Oh well, if it works, it works. So that's it's a little bit difficult. I mean, it's not like I'm just driving straight through a stream. So there's a little bit of work backing back, I guess, but you know what? Hopefully you don't have to do it that often. And yes, I did get back with the pallet of seeds and put it, I don't know where I meant to put it, but I put it kind of next to the front door. I don't know whether that's close enough or not. Another thing I've noticed too is that, yeah, I don't think I can do what I thought I was going to be able to do. Actually, yeah, don't go in there now, do I? Kind of come down here a bit further to drive in. It's like the other gate, just in here. I suppose it doesn't really make that much difference. Although I kind of would like to have the water the other way around. Okay, let me do a Yui. Maybe it is better coming in the other way. We'll just do a Yui up here and go back. Oh, it turns pretty easy, actually. Yeah, so I take it you kind of need a little bit more space. I mean, I could still put more down one side, I guess, but, so there's the water droplet thingamy. Ah, there you go. Start what? Overloading? I think that's what they mean by loading it up. There you go. We'll soon find out how many litres of water it takes. So the container behind the tractor was 6050. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. So hang on, I might have to refill that, right? Does it tell you how much? It used the whole lot, but how can it use more? I don't know. Oh well, I'll have to go back and get some more. Can easily do that off camera, but yeah, it looks like there's marks there and there's marks down here. Now this says storage, so I guess I'm not quite sure there. I guess it means that this is where all the produce goes. Walk around here. So where's the ability to control what's happening? When do you get the option? Large tarp greenhouse. Hang on, I can see the... Oh, open door. Do you have to open the door to do something? Oh, there's the thing. Okay. Okay, here we go. We can manage it from here. Oh, there you go. Okay. So, lettuce. Holy cow, look at how much water it needs. For Pete's sake. Oh my goodness. So I need like at least 7 runs. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Alright. Can be filling that up off camera, but gee whiz, you need the bigger container thing or something. Jeez, I didn't know it was that bad. Man. Dear oh dear. Okay, we just started, I guess. Um, where does it get... Do you not need the seeds, maybe? I don't know. Change output mode. Oh, that's where I think you either store it or you sell it or something. Is that right? Selling, okay. Distributing. I have a feeling, so this stores it in pallets outside. That one sells it directly, but it's at the current price, which may not be great. And I think if you've got another building that takes the lettuce and does something with it, then you would distribute it from here to the building. So we're just going to store it for the time being. Activate it. Off it goes, and I guess off camera I'm going to be busy going backwards and forwards to the river. Look, it's used a whole litre of water already. I better hurry up. Alright, well that's good. At least it's... Oh, look at that. I have a feeling I think we didn't need to buy the seeds. Damn it! Oh, anyway, you just don't know until you do something, but... Yeah, there it is. Got it back. It's got a couple of little marks on the front and back where the the grabbing part did a bit of damage, but it's okay. Alrighty, I'm going to have to be busy having a look at what trees I need to cut down, if any. I'm pretty certain I can get another one in there, but the problem is, how do I then get a tractor in there with forks, like this, to pick up the produce? I don't think you can. Unless you flip the building round, but you know what? You flip the building round, then you've got to put water down here somehow. I guess you could come in through here to do the watering, but just means you lose a lot of your nice trees. Anyway, it's down the path a little bit. I might have to... I mean, the trees would go to good use inside the sawmill, but I'm trying not to, you know, destroy all of them. Anyhow, I might have to. I don't know. Anyways, we've got our first one in, which is really cool. What's, just before I leave this episode, what's the numbers on the production again? Contract income... Where was it? Oh, there. Okay, it's only early days. That's why. Okay. It's just the start of the new month. Oh, actually, what time is it? Oh, it's not even 9 a.m. Alright, guys. Well, look, I'm busy doing a little bit of water carrying. We've got that in place. We've got the second sawmill in place, which is absolutely fantastic. So we've got some sources of income coming in other than the farm itself. And I guess I'll just do a few more contracts during the month of October and see if we can get some more money in, seeing as... yeah, it's not looking too good, 2,088 bucks, but I guess we've sunk a lot of money into some resources at the moment, and hopefully that will become very productive in the near future. Alright guys, I will leave the episode here. Certainly hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, you can really help the channel out by smashing that like button for the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can mega help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.